Talking about the Echo Dot Max, because I've talked about, or the Echo Dot or the Echo Spot or any of these shows, we are on the 4th generation. I've been talking to them, this is like 4th generations. So every single time I look and observe the changes that happens inside of Amazon, and I understand, because of real world use, what are the most important features for our Echo Dots. And just like for Echo shows the experience is different than a dot, because the shows have a screen, right? The show, because it has a screen, I can read what Alexa Plus is saying. I can see. I can use that. I can watch a TV show on it. I can watch Netflix on it. But on something like the Max, it doesn't have that screen. So this is really tuned for people who want to do like Audible books or listen to music like Spotify and Amazon Music and YouTube Music. It's not to watch anything. But if you want to have the conversation, if you compare it to the shows are going to be able, even the new shows are still going to be fast. They're faster than before for conversation, for AI. But the Max, because there's no screen, it doesn't have to process that little part, it is the fastest. It is noticeably faster, because I use mine, and when I have it and I'm like, change music, do this, it just boom, 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 boom. The fastest, at least that I've ever tried in a smart home assistant. What is the Amazon Echo Dot Max, and why would you get it over any other Amazon Echo Dot, Pop, or Show? Well, first, the Echo Dot Max is the Echo. So they are dropping that Echo 5th generation and switching it to now the Echo Dot Max. And what it's really doing is that it's combining the new AZ3 chips. So inside of here, there's the AZ3 chip. Inside of the Studio is the AZ3 Pro chip. It's then utilizing Alexa Plus and software upgrades to improve the sound quality, as well as to overall just be a smarter smart home hub. The Echo Dot Max is going to be an in-between product. So it's not going to be the same as getting the Echo Studio, where that's going to be more for stereo sound. It's a bigger speaker performance, and it's not going to be the low price that you see on the Echo Dot or the Pop. But what you're seeing is that what's new on the Max is that it comes with something called Omnisense. So similar to what we see on the Echo Show 8 and the 11, it is now using Wi-Fi radar ultrasound detection as well as thermal sensors, so that it can really build a model of the room that it's placed in. The main detection system inside of the Dot Max is going to be that Wi-Fi signal sensing. So the Echo Dot Max is going to be able to analyze its own Wi-Fi radio waves, and since your body disrupts these waves in micro amounts but detectable by an instrument inside the Dot Max, it can detect your presence without having a camera. So it might not know what you look like you see on the shows, because those use cameras, but it knows that you're around. And then it combines that with the ultrasound motion detection that we first see in the Echo Show Dot, so that it's going to emit like little sound waves that you can't hear, but it's going to be able to detect them. So think like sonar, it's like, and then it's going to hear that back, coming back to it, so it knows when someone leaves, stays, and if there's no noise at all, it's going to assume that no one's in the room, and then hypothetically turn off whatever device is inside of that room off. Finally, it's going to be coming with that temperature sensor that we also saw on the Dot, so then it at least knows how hot it is inside the room it's in. But the biggest advantage that the Dot Max and overall the Dots have over the shows, like the big screens here, is that there are going to be no screens. So there are no random ads that you're going to have to see on your Dot Max versus something like you might see on your show. I'm just going to demonstrate it real fast and then we'll move on. But let me just demonstrate it. So I'm going to change the wake word. Alexa, change your wake word to computer.
Okay, you can call me computer on this device in
Computer, raise your volume 2. Computer, tell me a funny story as if I was a 7-year-old child and I was crying because I broke my favorite toy.
All right, here's a funny story for you, little one. Once upon a time, there was a toy dinosaur named Rex. Rex loved to stomp around and roar, but one day he tripped over his big clumsy feet and broke his tail. Oh no, Rex was so sad, he started to cry big dino tears.
So that part right there, you see the speed of that?
Absolutely.
This is a feature that a lot of people won't know until you use it. So because Alexa Plus has memory built in now, you can tell it something. So you can say, my birthday is, let's say your birthday is December 22nd, right? My birthday is December 22nd, and you can tell it that. Now, you can say, set a reminder to on my birthday every year, and then you already have it programmed into Alexa Plus. But you can do that for anything. You can set everything, and it will remember. And then you can just tell it. You could just conversationally tell it like this, this, this.
I'm tracking what you're saying about the memory feature. So you want to set up a yearly reminder for your birthday on December 27th?
Well, I'm not sure. What do you think?
I'd say that's a pretty cool feature. Want to give it a try? We could set up that yearly birthday reminder for December 27th and see how it works.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, let's set up that yearly birthday reminder for December 27th. What time would you like to be reminded?
I want to be reminded a day before, a week before, and a month before.
What time would you like these reminders?
7 p.m.
Perfect. I've set up 3 yearly reminders for your birthday on December 27th, 1 month before, 1 week before, and 1 day before, all at 7 p.m.
That's really my whole point with the capabilities of the Max. The Dot before it is very capable, but the Max is able to do that. Just what I did right there is why you would get the Max, right? Because if you want to get a bigger speaker, the crazy part is the Echo Show 8 and the 11 are going to have bigger speaker setup here because it's going to be coming with more speakers, right? It's a 3-speaker setup there. So, and the speakers are going to be directionally opposite. So it's going to have a better stereo effect than what you get on like something like the Ball on the Echo Dot Max. And those units come with a screen as well. So you're going to have the benefit there. So let's go one by one quickly and just compare the Max versus the other Echoes. So this is going to be the Max versus the Spot. The Spot does not come with those neural chips. It doesn't have any of the AZ chips, not the AZ2, the 3. It comes with a MediaTek chip. But the Echo Spot does come with that 2.83-inch display that's going to have a 320 by 240 resolution. The screen is basic and it's not going to show you a lot of information like you would get on the shows, but it gives you basically all you need because what are you looking for? You're looking for the weather, you're looking what the traffic is, you're looking for any alerts. That's what it can give you. But the difference really lies in the audio quality. The speaker inside the Spot is going to be a 1.73-inch full range driver and is optimized for voice and really for spoken word, but not really great for bass and dynamic range. It's not going to have any of the Aero extender features, it's not going to be a smart home hub, and ultimately the Spot is one of the best for the bedside table, but not going to be great for main room listening. The audio quality is not really there. Now, if we're going to the next one, it's going to be that Echo Dot, that 5th generation. Next, let's compare the Amazon Echo Dot 5th generation versus the Echo Dot Max. And this 5th generation costs half the price of the Dot Max. And they have a lot of the same bones because the Dot Max and this are both going to be the Aero extenders. Both support that ultrasound motion detection as well as the temperature sensing, and both are going to have that tap to pause. So this is the first iteration where Amazon tested and optimized a lot of that Omnisense features for the Amazon Echo Dots, and now you're seeing it inside the Max. And when you're comparing the audio performance, the Dot here is going to be a single speaker setup. It has a 1.73-inch single speaker versus a dual speaker setup on the Max. So the Max has the better dynamic range because it's going to have the woofer as well as the tweeter. But this came with that AZ2 chip versus the AZ3 chip that you get on the Dot Max. And because both can now use Alexa Plus, if you have Alexa Plus, a lot of the initial portion of what these machines can do are similar. I don't find that the Dot here is a lot slower or any slower than the Dot Max, but it can't do everything that the Dot Max can do. The Dot Max is going to be more of a smart home hub, and the Dot Max is going to have a more full sound. And one of the most obvious questions you might have is how much better does the Dot Max sound than the regular Amazon Echo Dot, because this is a one speaker. This has two speakers, one that's basically a woofer and a tweeter. I would say that even though this has the better chip, the newer chip, and this also is coming with two speaker setup, it's not going to be like 2 times better than what you're already getting with the Amazon Echo Dot. The Echo Dot is a pretty good speaker on its own already. And if you're comparing the Dot Max to something like the Amazon Echo Show 8 and the 11, these guys are coming with the updated speaker configuration. It's coming with 2 tweeters and one 2.8-inch woofer. So you're getting a bigger woofer here, so better bass response, but you're also getting 2 tweeters, so you're going to have the stereo sound on the Amazon Echo Show 8 and the 11. So forget about the screens, let's say. We're just talking about the audio quality. The 8 and the 11 are going to have the better audio quality than what you're getting on the Dot Max, and that's really because they come with stereo. And stereo is just a nice way of saying they have one speaker on the left side and one speaker for the right side. But really the most difficult choice is probably trying to decide between the Amazon Echo Dot Max and the Echo Show 5, because the Show 5 has a display. And that display is a game changer because in combination with Alexa Plus, you still get a lot more information visually when you have a screen versus when you have the faster chip, but you have to listen for everything Alexa Plus wants to tell you. So what if you miss something, you have to ask it to repeat it. Here, at least you can read it. And even though this does not come with that AZ3 chip that's inside of the Dot Max, and it comes with not even a AZ2 or an AZ1 chip, it just comes with a MediaTek chip inside, this is not going to be any slouch utilizing Alexa Plus. So Alexa Plus, the biggest benefit of that AZ3 Pro chip is that the conversation and that interaction you have with your machine is a lot faster. But if you're just asking it questions and you want answers and that has to go to the cloud, like what's the weather and has to ask the cloud, that is going to be taking about the same time between something like the Max and the Echo Show 5, which doesn't come with any of those neural chips. Increase all your settings to max, bass, mids, and treble.
Got it.
Put your bass, mids, and treble to the lowest setting.
Got it.
Computer, next song. Computer, skip 40 seconds ahead. Computer, go forward 2 songs. Change your wake word to computer.
Okay, you can call me computer on this device in a few seconds.
Computer, skip ahead 40 minutes. Computer, go back 15 seconds. Computer, stop. So the Echo Dot, the 3rd generation, was already very fast. You can see how quickly it handled all of those processes. And in many instances, that AZ2 chip, it handles it just as fast as the AZ3 chip. It's really that the AZ3 chip is giving it more of that smart home capabilities, as well as the Omnisense that makes it different from what you're getting when the regular Echo Dot. So ultimately, should you buy the Amazon Echo Dot Max? Well, let me start with this. The Amazon Echo, the Echo 4th generation, the version that this is replacing was a very good Echo. It had the stereo sound, it had solid bass response, it had good build quality, and over the years, it has aged very well because you got a great value, especially if you got it on sale for about 50 bucks. Here, you're getting a updated device, but it's not going to be coming with that stereo sound. There's no two tweeter setup here. It is a single tweeter. And with that mono sound, it requires you you get two of them if you want stereo. And I can tell you that if you get two, the audio quality is going to get a lot better. But if you get the volume, or you want to push the volume higher to the max volume, you will find that the bass and the mids are going to start getting muddled. And that's really part of that they are trusting the DSP, that digital software processing, to push through and make the speakers sound more powerful than they really are. And that's something that I feel sad about, because the Echoes were so good because they gave you so much quality for your money. Here, you're getting a lot of software for your money. You're getting Alexa Plus, which on its own is probably more valuable, or as valuable as the speaker. But if you're just talking about this as a music speaker, it is a downgrade from the Echo. Where it is an upgrade is that it is going to be an upgrade in the smart home hub, because this has been now the screenless smart home hub for everyone who doesn't want to see any ads. This is the device to get now. Because if you get two of them, right, you get two of these guys, you got that stereo mode, and you won't have any ads, and you'll have the latest AZ3 chip that's going to be fine-tuned for Alexa Plus, so it can start scheduling things, and you can utilize Omnisense and help it engineer the routines, and those things are going to get better and better over time. Because the Echo Dot Max, for all of its good, the whole benefit of it is that Alexa Plus. And a lot of that conversational part is going to be localized. But what if you're a person who doesn't want to have the conversation with Alexa Plus? So you got to consider this when you're deciding between all of these Amazon Echoes. The Dot Max is an in-between, and you got to decide, are you okay with in-between? So with that, thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below, and please hit that like or subscribe button. It really does help support our channel. I do this because I love all the Echoes. I review them. I just want to see the future of it, and I want to see what the future of Alexa Plus is going to be. So with that, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you next time. If you have any comments, make sure to leave them. Bye, bye, bye.